Man, it feels really good. I was a little nervous just because, during the episode, I ran out of time. I'm not 100% familiar with Mac, so like just getting used to the software. I still use the same DAW that I use, but it was a different version. I'm really excited. My track turned out better than I expected, and I'm happy. I'm grateful, and yeah, just real geeks. So I got into producing because, well, first of all, I've been doing music like majority of my life in some form or fashion. So I was in marching band all throughout middle school and high school, and it took me to college. Went to college at Jackson State University, where I was in the band down there. The music department down there was just highly influential. My roommate, who was actually also in the section with me, he kind of got me interested into production. I would see him like just tinkering on his laptop all the time with like just different softwares, tinkering on my own. And it just kind of took a life of its own from there. Top 3 artists that have influenced me. That's always a really hard question for me, just because I listen to so much music. If I had to choose, I'm gonna go with Stevie Wonder for sure. He's a phenomenal musician, producer, composer, singer, like all of that. And like myself, I kind of aspire to do everything musically, so like I really look up to Stevie. The second one isn't necessarily an artist, more a label, but the Motown group, the Temptations, like the Jackson 5, the Supremes, James Jamerson on the bass, the Funk Brothers, their band, like highly influential. Music Soul Child, him, because I grew up, like my older sister basically raised me, and she would just play his music like religiously. Like the first song that I ever learned to sing like word for word was Just Friends, Sunny by Music Soul Child. So definitely him. Yes. Any tips for aspiring producers? You have to not be afraid to make mistakes, one. And that happens by just spending time on your craft. You have to experiment. You gotta like it. I mean, it's good to, get in the lab and, have a certain objective in mind. But ultimately, you always want to, just make time, just and get in your environment, get in your mood and just mess around. I discovered a lot about myself as a producer by doing that. And so you gotta, be willing to think outside of the box. Of course, learn from the greats, learn from producers that you look up to, but you can't try to mimic them 100%. Definitely, develop your own style and be confident in that. I have this beat tape series that I basically have the first of the series just like in the vault. It's gonna be called Sample Sundays. It's gonna be dropping like, either the first Sunday of March or the first Sunday before March, the last Sunday of the month, something around there. But yeah, and that's not like anything that'll be on major streaming platforms. It'll be like on YouTube, SoundCloud, the more indie sites or whatever. And then I have music that I'm doing with other artists as well. So, but I have a lot of stuff I'm cooking up, always working. Yeah, this year is definitely the season for me to like really grind and get myself out there, so that, by the end of 2023, you'll be seeing me across all streaming platforms. Let's just say that. So once again, my name is HALISISOUL from the Go. That is spelled HALISISOUL. And for those of you who don't know, Halisi is Swahili for authentic. So my name basically translates to authentic soul. But yeah, I just want to give a shout out to Storyline Studios for having me, for allowing me to compete. I really enjoyed myself, and I look forward to doing more things with you guys in the future. You can find me on all socials at HALISISOUL. That's HALISISOUL. And yeah, this has been it. That's that piece.